welcome to Pleasant Grove High School here in Texarkana for what is turning out to be a beautiful night to play some football. Your Hawks here at home taking on the Sunnyvale Raiders. You can see the Hawks have won the toss and elected to receive. Jay, in a pregame full of lots of pomp and circumstance, including the first ever coach here at Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, Mike Clinton started the 7th grade program back in 1974, and definitely proud to be able to recognize him and his wife for the many, many years that he gave Pleasant Grove. I believe he coached all the way through until Pleasant Grove put their first varsity team on the field, and actually continued coaching for another 18 years and retired after 30 years of coaching. But you know, he bleeds black and gold, and we see him at games every once in a while, and it was just a great time to be able to recognize him. He's out there with Coach Gibson and Mr. Pirtle right now.
Yeah, and so very exciting for that. And, again, like I said, just a beautiful night for football. We've got everything out here to roll. The Hawks will start off on offense this evening. We'll get some time to talk about each of these teams as we roll through the night. But, Jay, Pleasant Grove coming in 2-2 on this season. This is the final pre-district matchup before we have a week off, and then we'll start district action with North Lamar here in a couple of weeks. But really would like to come out of this, 3-2. Had the loss to Paris down there, which things a little bitter. And then, man, what an exciting game last week at Kilgore. And so we're about ready to get this thing kicked off here versus Sunnyvale. A little different lineup. This will be a high Maverick style kick, and we're going to have a fair catch from Lance Jackson. Ball bounces around a little bit, makes it a little bit more interesting than it had to be. But the Hawks are going to have it at the 31-yard line, and so that's where we'll begin this drive. First down and 10.
Yeah, Landon West there with the eyes wide open, and was able to fall on that ball and keep the ball in the Hawks' hands. So we're looking to see if we can see some of this offensive consistency that Pleasant Grove came out, after Kilgore scored last week, and interesting to see the offensive line play against Sunnyvale, and what Jarrett Halter is going to be able to do leading this team tonight.
So the Hawks coming out in the spread, and we saw a great game from Halter last week. He's going to have 3 receivers to his left side. Camden Harris, the man by himself on the right. They're going to throw this one underneath, trying to connect with Roland Ritchie on a little crossing route. It's a little bit low. It's going to fall incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, Grayson Smith there on the coverage, but ball underthrown just a little bit. See what Pleasant Grove does here with second down.
Still 2 receivers on the left. I got somebody moving a little bit early. Not sure. It was the right tackle out here, Jaden Mathis.
Ball start on the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot. 9 seconds down.
Got moving a little bit early. And so that'll back the Hawks up 5 yards. It'll be second down and 15.
Yeah, number 7 does have 2 sacks for the year, so that might be why Jaden did get up a little quick there.
Halter from the shotgun, hands it to Roland Ritchie in motion. Ritchie cuts upfield near the 30, gets back across the original line of scrimmage, plus 5 more up to the 35. We'll bring up third down and 6 to go.
Yeah, Dylan Gomez came out of that middle linebacker role to do a little ankle tackle there.
Yeah, Roland kind of turned the corner trying to go upfield, and if he doesn't get wrapped up there by the ankle, he may still be running. 2 to each side now for Halter in an empty backfield. Again, Ritchie in motion. They fake to him. Halter wants to throw. He's trying to connect to Harris. Camden Harris, incomplete. Good coverage down the field that time by number 6, Garen James, for the Raiders. He just steps in front of that pass and knocks it down, and it'll be fourth down for the Hawks, and they're going to send in the punt team and Landon West.
Yeah, Garen James actually is tied with the team lead with 2 interceptions, so that's definitely going to be something that Halter's going to have to look for out there in the defensive backfield.
West, a high spiraling kick, sends the return man back to the 31-yard line. He calls for a fair catch there. That's Cash Hamilton, and so the Sunnyvale Raiders will make their way out there. Kaysen Maupin is the quarterback. He wears number 8. He's a sophomore. And he has been the center of everything that they have done this year. He's able to keep some drives alive, keep some plays alive with his feet and his elusiveness in the backfield. See if they can get some guys open down the field. And so this, similar to last week, we're going to have a test on this Hawk secondary, and can we stay on target?
And I would say Sunnyvale's probably would be considered one-dimensional. They're definitely going to throw a lot more than they run.
Everybody in tight for the Raiders. Maupin gets the snap. He wants to throw, looks left, throws it underneath, caught out of the backfield. This is number 21, Jaden Cross at running back, and he turns it upfield, gets it all the way across midfield down to the 48-yard line, and they use the little quick pass play almost like you would a running play, Jay, and now they're quickly back to the line with some tempo as they spread them out, 3 to the right side, 1 on the left side. The man alone on the left is Hudson Leonard. Hand the ball to the tailback, and he is going to be dropped in the backfield. The first man there, Lance Jackson, got some help from Landon West. It'll be a loss of a few yards on the play, back across midfield to the 49-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 13.
You know, that's Jaden Cross's second touch, and he will touch it a lot tonight. He's got 158 yards rushing, which leads the team, but he also has 119 yards in receiving as well, with 3 total TDs.
A little bit of a high snap. Maupin is able to pull it down, salvages what he can. He was being pursued from behind by Jalen Foster. He got back across the original line of scrimmage and a couple more. Back into Hawk territory at the 46-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Jalen's one of the many Hawks that has more than 30 tackles so far this season. He's sitting with 32. That one added one is now 33.
Maupin looking left, being flushed out of the pocket and pursued by Jackson. He slides down, trying to avoid the tackle by Landon West. He'll be shy of the first down by about 3 yards. They're going to keep their offense out there on the field as they've made it down to the Hawk 41-yard line.
Yeah, Landon West is also sitting out there with more than 30 tackles. He's now sitting with 34 and 15, now 16 of those solo.
So the Raiders going forward on 4th down here. They need a long 3 yards. Hawk defense is showing pressure. Now they look over to the sideline, make any adjustments to the play call. Get the snap. Maupin rolls right, wants to throw. Fires down the field, incomplete. He was trying to connect with Joshua McDeal. He was being covered by Jace Elrod. And the protest of some of the coaches over on their sideline. There's no flag on the play. The ball goes over on downs, and the Hawk defense gets off the field.
And that's something that the Hawk defense has done a lot of this year, and I would suspect that they're going to continue giving Maupin a lot of pressure and causing him to really have to be on his A game tonight to move that Sunnyvale offense. But Pleasant Grove offense gets a second try. See how they can move this ball downfield.
So the Hawks from the -41 now. 2 on the right side, 1 left for Jarrett Halter and company. He fakes the handoff, fires. It's caught. Man coming in from the left side is Spencer Browning. He had himself a whale of a game last week down in Kilgore. That time just a little 7-yard out. Cut back toward the middle of the field. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, Klein Becker was there for the tackle. Definitely going to have some size difference there. It's just going to depend on how Spencer Browning's speed is going to come into play.
Halter hands the ball off to Nick Bells. Nick Bells straight into the middle of the field. There's a flag that comes in from the opposite sideline. Bells will be right near first down yardage. Looks like maybe half a football length shy, but there is a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is here. He is making a motion like a face mask, pulling somebody's helmet against Sunnyvale. Let's see if that's what we get.
In the run, personal foul, face mask on the defense. Got penalty being forced. 15 yards, the end of the run, includes automatic first down.
So Nick Bells was maybe half a football length shy. That doesn't matter. They're going to add 15 yards to it. That's more than enough for a first down. Gets it into Sunnyvale territory down to the 35-yard line. And the Hawks are in business on the Sunnyvale side of the field.
Yeah, good to see getting Nick Bells the ball early. Good, tough runner for the Hawks.
Spencer Browning and Roland Ritchie on the right side. The man wide, excuse me, on the left side. The man wide on the right is Camden Harris. We're going to have a flag on the play. Kenmarion Jones is out there at receiver as well. And Sunnyvale's going to call a timeout. Timeout, Raiders. We're going to take a timeout with them. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer.
All right, welcome back after the Sunnyvale timeout. It's 1st and 10 Hawks at the 35. This ball goes to Nick Bales, runs up the left hash, picks up 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, Nathan Davies in there on the tackle. It's number 20 for him for the season. A little short gain there by Nick.
2nd down and 5 to go. Bales with a nice little shifty move. Twin receivers to each side for Halter and company. Fakes to Bales, throws incomplete. That ball is tipped. A little bit dangerous there. Trying to get it to Roland Ritchie. It was a little bit high. There's a little bit of pressure on Halter. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I believe that was Nathan Davies getting his hands up, making it difficult for Jarrett to find an open Roland Ritchie.
3rd and 5. Jay, you almost feel like this is 4-down territory if necessary. I'd like to just go ahead and get this thing at least 5 down the field. I'd be fine with 30. 2 to each side again. Halter pulls it down. He's going to be wrapped up and sacked. Halter looked like he wanted to make a break for it. I don't know if it was a designed run or not. It looked like he had some room, and big number 44 came up and wrapped him up in a hurry. He is not on
if you're a
the
Sunnyvale
roster.
If you're a Sunnyvale fan watching, share it in the comments because we do not have a name for number 44.
He's a big old dude out there, though. And made a good play. So it'll be a loss of 2 on the play, back to the 32-yard line. Hawks going forward on 4th down. So Sunnyvale was in the same position on their lost offensive drive. We pretty much flipped the field from there. Now the Hawks on 4th and 7. Halter wants to throw. Pulls it down again tripped up. And he's brought down in the backfield again, so the ball will go over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Sunnyvale at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Dylan Gomez there creating some difficulty for Jarrett Halter, just not able to have enough time to find any open receivers. So Sunnyvale gets the ball back.
I tell you, though, Jay, it looks like that the middle of that field kind of opens up. I think if we see a design run from Halter at some point, it may turn into something. The Hawks showing some pressure from the right side. Now they back it out. There's 2 receivers each side for Sunnyvale. Jace Elrod goes on the blitz. They run the opposite direction away from him with the tailback. He'll be brought down after a pickup of 3 or so. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Hawks definitely showing pressure on almost every defensive play so far. So they're definitely wanting to give Maupin fewer seconds to be able to find his open receivers.
Now you got Jace Elrod and Buck Anderson both on the same side. 3 receivers over on this left side. Fake the handoff, throw out, tipped in the air, and it's intercepted rather. Jamarian Richardson, Jay Rich, what an acrobatic catch to get his hands under that ball.
You know,
And the Hawks have it at the 35.
You know, Sunnyvale had 3 on that side, and Jay Rich able to get through both of the other receivers who were trying to provide a wall.
Yep.
And just an extreme athletic play there to scoop that ball before it hit the turf to create an interception, and that's going to be his first of the season.
So they're trying to set up a little wide receiver screen to Garen James. And the ball from Maupin was high. Just a great play there by Jay Rich. And now the Hawks back in business on the plus 35. Ball goes to Nick Bales, and he takes a shot. Nick Bales is knocked backwards by number 21, Jaden Cross. No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, there's a reason why Jaden Cross has received a couple of Player of the Game awards for Sunnyvale. He's involved on both sides of the ball.
Hawks quickly back to the line now. Halter wants to throw. He's going to pull it down. Turn it into about a 1-yard gain, maybe 2. Nowhere to go down the field. Good coverage by the Sunnyvale secondary. Halter pulls it down. Doesn't want to make an errant throw, but the Hawks are quickly back to the line now. So Pleasant Grove using a little bit of tempo. Roland Ritchie in motion. They give it to him. Little sweep around the right side. He breaks free of one tackle. Breaks another one at the 30. Roland Ritchie's going to have enough for the first down. A little bit of a cartwheel at the end of that tackle, but he'll be able to move the sticks. It's first and 10, Hawks at the 20.
Yeah, Drew Gardner was coming up from his defensive back position there because he saw what play was evolving, but he got lost in traffic, and that's what allowed Pleasant Grove Hawks to advance the ball.
And so now there'll be a flag on this play. Like somebody got moving just a little bit early.
The offense, 5 yards in the previous spot, remains first down.
Got a couple of substitutions coming in for Sunnyvale. Caden Lucas is going to take a few snaps as defensive back. And Dalton Martinez is going to spend some time on the line.
Tell you what, this Rashad Grant they have on the left side of their formation down at defensive end. He's a
grown man.
Good-looking kid. 2 to the right side, 1 to the left side. They fake the Bells, throw it. Trying to connect out of the backfield to Landon West. A little bit high. West unable to jump up and pull that one down. He made an acrobatic catch like that last week. That one just a little bit off of his fingertips.
Yeah, Landon West definitely has a great set of hands just outside the reach. And you just gotta wonder if, that offensive line can give just a little bit extra time for Jarrett to be able to see over them to make that connection.
Yeah, he's been under pressure quite a few times so far in this opening quarter. Man in motion right to left is Ritchie again, Roland Ritchie. The Hawks have seen a little bit of success with this little sweep play to Roland. He gets it all the way down inside the 15 near the 14. It'll be 3rd down and 4 to go. Rolling just inside of 5 minutes here in the opening quarter from Hawk Stadium.
Yeah, I believe that was Grayson Smith who tried to stand him up, and but not before able to advance the ball to where we've got a 4th and 4, 4th and 5.
2 receivers out on the right side, 1 to the left. Jared Halter gets the snap. Rolls to his right, being pursued. Fires incomplete. He's trying to get it to Lance Jackson. The pass was a little short, and honestly, Jay, probably a good thing because the defender was able to cut in front of Jackson.
It's 4th down.
Yeah, it's 4th down. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they said turnover on downs. It is not a turnover on downs. It's just now 4th down. And so, yeah, it was 3rd down.
Pleasant Grove has 4th down. First down is at the 10-yard line.
There we go. So it is 4th and a little less than 5. There was a penalty. All right. So it is 4th and 5 to go, Jay. There's a little bit of who's on first out there for a minute.
As long as Pleasant Grove got the hit, we're good.
2 on the right side, nobody out on the left side now for Jared Halter. He wants to throw. This time he has some time. Firing toward the end zone, trying to connect with Lex Jackson. He's up. He's in. Touchdown, Hawks!
Yeah, Lance Jackson able to go over Caden Lucas there And a phenomenal throw to the corner of the end zone by Jarrett Halter puts Pleasant Grove on the board, leading 6-0, waiting on a Yow extra point.
The extra point is up, and it's good. 4:05 remaining in the first quarter. Hawks lead at 7-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
So we are back with 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in this first quarter. And Pleasant Grove, Solomon easily is going to get a touchback as he kicks it into the end zone. So great series there by Pleasant Grove after being able to have a nice little toss and catch to Lance Jackson in the corner. Jarrett Halter dropping a dime like he did last week a few times. And it is definitely good to be able to see the passing game start to elevate itself for Pleasant Grove. But Sunnyvale has an opportunity here to come back with an answer, see what this defense can do for Pleasant Grove. Pressure from the outside.
Maupin hands it off to the tailback, trying to turn the corner. Once again, he has a little bit of room. That's number 21, Jaden Cross. He'll be right close to first down yardage. He'll actually have enough for the first down up across the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Yeah, Buck Anderson coming across from behind and makes that tackle. And that takes him to 32 tackles so far this season.
2 receivers right side, 1 to the left side. Cross on the carry again. He just runs right into the middle of that Hawk defense, brought down in the secondary after a 9-yard pickup all the way up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Landon West there making first contact, but Jalen Foster actually coming from behind, riding him down to keep him short by 1 yard for a first down.
2nd down and 1 now. Maupin. This time he's going to hand across again. I thought Maupin kept it. Cross is going to be dropped in the backfield. That's B.J. Rochelle and Landon West. They were right back there in the middle of that handoff. Be a loss of 3 on the play, back to the 46-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, B.J. Rochelle leading the team in tackles. That gives him number 44 for the season.
Now the Raiders with everybody in tight. Maupin wants to throw. Flushed out of the backfield. Hit. Bounces off of a tackle. Fires it down the field now, and it is caught. Joshua McDeal. It's just a great play there by Maupin. He takes a shot from Lance Jackson, spins off of that, stays in bounds, and then connects with McDeal. And the Raiders are in business inside Pleasant Grove territory all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think next time Lance probably isn't going to pull up like he just did.
2 receivers to each side. Maupin wants to throw, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Kedron Smith. It's those big paws on him and pulls him down, and then B.J. Rochelle comes in to help clean it up. Maupin's going to be planted at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, Lance Jackson playing both ways tonight, getting a little rest there, and Kedron Smith makes big-time move for the time that he's getting. And that's going to put him, I believe, right at 2.5 sacks.
2nd down and 17. Maupin connects with number 16 right across the middle. That's Hudson Leonard. He just found a Little open spot in the middle of that Pleasant Grove zone. Gets it down to the 30, back at the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Big 3rd down here for the Hawks. See if you can drive these Raiders off the field. Again, they bring in everybody tight. Maupin wants to throw. Looking down the center of the field. Has a man wide open in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. That's Owen Delabage. Delaba, there we go. Owen Delaba.
No, that's his 5th TD, and he is leading the team.
And so now we wait on the extra point from the Raiders. And so a 30-yard touchdown pass to Delaba.
Gabe Pendula, very good kicker for them.
This kick is up. It is good. 1:26 remaining in the first quarter. We're all knotted at 7. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, or BMW, or Cadillac, or Infiniti, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Supercenter. In Texarkana, Mercedes-Benz of Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic
Welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. Sunnyvale with it teed up. A little fake onside run up. I tell you, this officiating crew, Jay, gets the ball reset in a hurry. This one a high end over end kick into the end zone, and so Pleasant Grove will take over at the 25-yard line. So we traded turnovers on downs. Hawks got an interception from Jamarian Richardson. They turned that into 7 points on a Jarrett Halter to Lance Jackson 20-yard touchdown reception. And then Maupin connects with his receiver for a 30-yard touchdown reception. Now we are all tied at 7. Jarrett Halter and company now making their way back out on the field from the 25. 1:26 remaining in the first quarter.
You know, Sunnyvale's got a lot of players playing both ways as well, and I am starting to see a couple of hands on waist. So you just wonder how third and fourth quarter is going to be for their depth.
Halter with 2 to each side, and this one just sails over the intended receivers. Looked like both receivers just checked up a little bit. I'm not sure who was supposed to be running the seam there. But he overthrew Roland Ritchie and Spencer Browning, who both ended up in the same spot. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Kleinbecker, number 5, was trying to stay stride for stride there with Spencer. But that ball was just thrown a little too far.
Browning out to the left by himself. 2 receivers over on the right side. Now Roland Ritchie moves in motion. They fake to him, hand the ball off to Nick Bells. Bells spins off of the first guy. Can't elude the second one. May have got a yard on the play.
Yeah, Drew Gardner, number 1 there, just hangs on to Nick Bells, just not allowing him to make any type of extra move to get some extra yards after contact. Brings up a long 3rd and 9.
The Hawks huddled up on 3rd and 9. They wait for the call from the sideline.
Probably only 2 plays left in this first quarter.
Play clock rolling inside of 10 seconds now as they break the huddle. And the Hawks are going to call a timeout. They want to talk about it. We want to just talk about coming up here in the next few weeks at Pleasant Grove. We've got tomorrow a band contest, the Pride in Motion Pleasant Grove Marching Invitational. Got about 14 bands from around the area who will be in here. Your Pleasant Grove Hawk Band will perform at 10:30 in the morning. And we would like to see you out here for that. And you can stay around and watch all the other bands that will be out here, but it'll be a good time for that. And then next Friday, we're off, Jay. Take a little bye week, and then we'll head down to North Lamar coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, we've got basically 4 weeks before we come back to face Gilmer at home on October 25th. So bye week will definitely be desired by all.
Yeah.
And then 2-week road trip, North Lamar, and then Spring Hill.
So, be a few weeks before we're back here in the friendly confines. Love to have you here when we get to that. Halter now, after the timeout, wants to throw, looks to his left, pulls it back down, firing down the field. Caught, Lance Jackson. And he's still on his feet at the 40. Lance Jackson at the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Hawks.
And a phenomenal block there by Spencer Browning. I think Lance probably would have gotten away from them anyway, but they did not have any type of chance to try to chase him down. So Lance Jackson answers with his second TD of the evening. Another dime dropped by Jared Halter. Pleasant Grove leading 13-7, waiting on an extra point.
That touchdown was 74-yard variety. Snap is back. The Owls' kick is up. It is good. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Hawks lead at 14-7. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
My name is Ray. This is my wife, Jeannie. And we've been using Lone Star Heating and Air for over 10 years. Matthew installed a training unit for us. He also has a service agreement that he has offered us that we use annually, and we have been very happy. We just highly recommend Lone Star Heating and Air. They're the most honest, reliable, dependable team that you could ask for. So in your future needs, if you have any for HVAC, call Lone Star Heating and Air. You'll be glad that you did. My name.
Welcome back, Hawk fans. Pleasant Grove leading at 14-7 after the 75-yard touchdown strike from Garrett Halter to Lance Jackson. This one a deep kick fielded at the 10-yard line by the deep man for the Raiders. And he's going to get it up across the 30-yard line near the 34, and that's where Sunnyvale will have it. First down and 10.
Yeah, defensive line for Pleasant Grove doing a good job showing pressure, but they've also had a little help. Coaches have had some pressure dialed in from even cornerback roll, linebacker roll. It's been a fun night for the defense so far.
So the Raiders from their 34. 2 on the right side, 1 to the left side. Maupin hands the ball off to the tailback. He is dropped for a loss of 1. That's number 0, Cash Hamilton. And that's the way the first quarter will end. Your score after 1, Hawks 14, Raiders 7. We'll take the quick break again, be back for the other side of the quarter. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Texar is a community-first credit union which has served members in and around the Texarkana area since 1951.
Having 3 offices and employing almost 100 people, today Texar serves citizens of Cass, Bowie, Little River, Miller, Red River, and Lamar counties.
Through the years, we've had many different names.
From our humble beginnings as Bowie County Teachers Credit Union to where we are today.
We are honored to offer our members quality service with exceptional products.
We also take pride in staying one step ahead when it comes to introducing the latest and greatest in banking technology.
From personal to commercial banking.
And turning houses into homes.
We believe in banking made easy.
To make life easier for you.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove as we get ready to start the second quarter. Sunnyvale on offense. It'll be second down and 11 from their own 33-yard line. Everybody in tight once again. Maupin now moves a man in motion from his right to left. That's McDill. He caught the touchdown pass earlier. Fire this one, a little short pass to Hudson Leonard. He'll be wrapped up quickly after a 4-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, Solomon there to make that stop and just wraps onto those ankles until another Hawk helps stop his movement.
Tempo now from Sunnyvale. Maupin rolls out of the backfield. He'll have enough for the first down. Step out of bounds just across the line to gain. He's being pursued by Landon West. Had nowhere to go down the field. Just made a quick decision and bounced it outside.
Yeah,
first and 10.
Yeah, Jalen Foster making some good pressure there, but Maupin just very quickly gets to the outside to extend the chains.
Again, everybody in tight. Handoff again to 0 Hamilton. And he is just unable to make the corner. He's strung out all the way into the sideline. Good pursuit from Landon West. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. Maybe even lost a yard.
Yeah, Hamilton is also used in the passing game. He's got 3 receptions for TDs with almost 100 yards receiving so far this year.
I wonder if those are those little passes out of the backfield like we saw earlier. He's not a big dude out there. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 left. Maupin wants to throw. This time he is unable to break free out of the backfield. Looked like Kedrick Smith maybe got a hand on his jersey, slowed him down just about a step. And then several Hawks come in to collapse on him. And he's actually going to have to come out of the game. Lost his helmet.
Yeah, B.J. Rochelle there and getting a little help from his friends. And Jamie King making a little half tackle there with B.J. Rochelle. Brings up a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, and a different quarterback will be coming in. Maybe they're going to let the play clock run down and call a timeout. And they are. So they didn't want to run a play without their quarterback. And so they call a timeout so that they can get him back in.
Sunnyvale number 8 can return to the game.
Yep, and that's so you hear the referee alluding to the fact that he can return to the game after losing his helmet. We'll give you some scores from around our schedule. Spring Hill played last night versus Grandview. The Grandview Zebras, Jay. And the Zebras got the win there over Spring Hill 21-14. Jefferson, just down the street, got a win over Gladewater 41-12. Gilmer is leading Brenham 15-8, 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter of that one. North Lamar and Quinlan Ford are tied at 7. The Pittsburgh Pirates and Dallas Christian set to kick off at 7:30 tonight. Dangerfield leading Redwater 7-0. Texas High and Hallsville will start at 7:30. And Carthage and Jasper start at 7:30 as well.
Yeah, Texas High actually just put 7 on the board, so they lead Hallsville by 7 midway through the first quarter.
Hadn't updated on my app yet. 3 to the right side, nobody on the left side. Maupin wants to throw. See, Jay's got it on Texarkana Gameday. He can keep up with a little more accurate information. Maupin's pass is incomplete. Several Hawks providing pressure once again, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. No, it's 4th down and 10, rather, from the 45-yard line.
Yeah, McDill, his number 1 receiver, was his nearest target, but Roland Ritchie in his back pocket on that defensive play.
So James Solomon goes back for the Hawks. He's standing near the PG-20.
I think B.J. Rochelle is covered.
And they're going to have a rollout punt. This one is going to bounce at the 10 and take a beautiful roll, and it goes out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's about as great of a punt as you want to do, and so the Hawks are going to be 96 yards away from the end zone. But the defense holds. Does not allow Sunnyvale to respond to the Hawk touchdown, and so with 10:30 remaining in the first half, Pleasant Grove is up 10-7. Now we start from back near our own goal line. Halter is joined in the backfield by Brody Watts. Watts is going to get the call. Brody Watts dives over a tackler up across the 5-yard line. Out near the 7. He was brought down by number 14, Dylan Gomez. Be second down and 6 now for the Raiders.
Yeah, Dylan was able to get down lower than Brody to make that stop.
2 receivers right side, 1 receiver left side. They hand the ball off to Watts again. Again, just a good little hard-nosed run in the middle of the formation. The Hawks will need 2 yards for the first down. Third down at the 12.
Yeah, Larrick Brown there with 45 tackles adds another one to his stats. He actually leads the team in sacks, but have not seen him be the one giving any pressure yet to Jarrett. Most of it's been coming from the outside.
And so a little bit of communication issues. The Hawks will take their second timeout of the first half. We'll take it with them. 9:23 remaining in the first half. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
My name is Doug Willett. I own M&M Tire and Auto Center. We've been here for over 40 years. We're just a mom and pop place. We service any type of vehicle that you can think of. We do front end alignments. We've got the best front end alignment machine guys here, and we also do AC work for the new Freon, which is the 1234 FY. We do that too. Plus tires. Now that's the major thing. Cooper Tire employees, we're really special with them. We give you 15% off, plus also you get your Goodyear employee refunds back on your tires, which is great for you. Extra value is what you get when you buy from Doug Willett. Don't worry, my guys will take care of you too. My name is...
All right, out of the Hawk timeout, we are back. Third down and 2 for Pleasant Grove. Jared Halter has Nick Bells. They pitch it out to him. Bells tries to cut back toward the center.
May have turned the ball over. Yeah, I believe.
No,
okay,
punt.
It's punting.
Yeah, no,
okay.
yeah, just brought up fourth down. It was just a couple of yards shy of the first down, and we wait on the extra point from Landon West. That would have been a bad spot for a turnover. Man, the Raiders get a lot of guys back there in Landon's face. He gets the punt off. And so Sunnyvale will have it inside Hawk territory at the 45.
Yeah, good field position there for Sunnyvale, and Pleasant Grove just not able to do anything on that series offensively, asking this defense to stand back up again and make a stop, get the ball back over to Jarrett Halter and team.
8:44 remaining in the first half. Hawks lead it by a score. Maupin with an empty backfield. Now he flip some personnel around, send 3 receivers to the right side, 2 on the left side. Everybody's in motion. Quick little shovel pass to Hamilton, and Hamilton is getting none. He'll lose several. B.J. Rochelle and Keedred Smith both back there ganging up on him. Looks like Buck Anderson a little bit shaken up as he comes out. Brody Watts comes in to spell him.
Yeah,
from the linebacker position.
Yeah, big-time pressure on the right side there for Pleasant Grove.
2nd and 17. Rochelle back in the backfield again, harassing Maupin, incomplete. He tried to connect with Hudson Leonard. And B.J. Rochelle timed that snap perfectly because he was moving when the ball was.
Yeah, BJ did a real good job making himself small as he went through the hole, and Maupin just having no time at all. Throws that on the run just outside the hands of Sunnyvale receiver.
3rd and 17. Again, they shift personnel, and again, a man in motion. They fake the sweep, and this time Maupin backs up, connects with number 2, Joshua McDeal. Jabrian Baltimore comes up and puts a shot on him. McDeal stays on his feet. Baltimore does chase him back down to bring him down from behind. McDeal picks up 6 yards, but it'll still be 4th down and 11.
Yeah, Jabron definitely didn't pull up, but definitely wishes he would have wrapped up to push him back a little bit more, but either way, it still looks like it's going to force a punt. And, that little Australian football punt this last time worked out well for Sunnyvale.
James Solomon back deep for the Hawks. Punter rolls right. Solomon comes up, and this one is going to take a roll, and Solomon's going to pick it up at the 5, and James Solomon's up across the 15 and up near the 20. You could hear everybody up here saying, "What are you doing?" Solomon said, "I'm getting us out of the shadow of my end zone. What are you talking about? I'm not nervous." I think maybe every coach on the Hawks sideline just aged a couple of years on that play, Jay, but James Solomon does bring it all the way out to the 18, and that's where the Hawks will have it. 1st down and 10. So on a drive that started inside PG territory, that Hawk defense drove Sunnyvale backwards, forced a punt. And now the Hawks have it at our own 17.
You know, one of the common words you hear every once in a while is believe, and he believed in himself that time.
He did. Halter wants to throw. Caught Spencer Browning. Comes back inside to make that catch. He's brought down by number 5, Klein Becker. Play took just a little bit to develop. Spencer did a good job to hang on to it. It'll be a pickup of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, Klein had a lot of respect there from probably watching film, and has given Spencer Brown a little room. And you just got to wonder if maybe they go back to that another time and then let Spencer Brown go on that go route again.
Take the top of it. Yeah, and that's what, they probably only saw that last week, so kind of changing it up with him a little bit this week. 2 on the right side, 1 to the left side. Halter wants to throw. Pump fakes for Browning. A little double move this time. And it's going to be incomplete. Just led the receiver and the defender outside. That's Garen James, who was in coverage on Spencer Browning. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, Spencer making a little extra cut there, but Garen James not fooled and is able to stay with him on his hip pocket, but that ball thrown just a little bit to the outside where it was not in play for either player. Let's see what Coach Gibson has dialed up here for a 3rd and short on their own 25. This is when that little QB draw could come in handy.
Halter wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught right near the 1st down yardage, and then coming back and getting it is the man they call Bam, number 16, Camden Harris, the junior wide receiver. Had his first varsity action last week. He'll have to come out after losing his hat, but he does move the sticks for the Hawks. And that's a good second effort there.
Set the play clock at 25 seconds, please. Have offensive player with helmet on. Thank you.
Yeah, I believe he had the 1st down when he caught it, tried to make some plays and got an extra 2 or 3 yards out of that. Good, tough play.
2 receivers left side, 1 to the right side now for Halter. Hands the ball to Nick Bales. Bales dodged a would-be tackler in the backfield. Picked up 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Caden Lucas there for Sunnyvale to help on that tackle.
Five and a half minutes remaining in the first quarter. Hawks up by a score here. 2 to the right side, 1 left. Fake the handoff now. This one a little bit high, but it's caught. And Bam's on his feet, folks. Camden Harris is going to get it across midfield to the 49-yard line. He high-pointed the ball, pulled it down, kept his feet chopping, broke free of 2 tacklers. And it'll be a first down, Hawks.
Yeah, playing in on his second varsity game for Pleasant Grove, definitely showing that he's fitting in that starting role.
This time the handoff once again to Nick Bales. Bales cuts it north and south on the hashes. And gashes the Raider defense now all the way down to the 36-yard line, and the Hawks quickly back to the line with tempo. Bales again coming left. Bales again cutting into the middle. Gets it down to the 30. It'll be second down and 3.
Yeah, Larrick Brown coming in for that stop, and good hard running there by Nick Bales, going at him again.
Bales, 3 in a row. And once again, he moves the sticks, this time taking it down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. First and 10, Hawks.
Keep feeding him. Dylan Gomez there for the stop.
And now Sunnyvale says, we've got to have a breather. We want to talk about it. Timeout, Raiders. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Craving Tex-Mex that tastes like home? Look no further than Tamales Mexican Kitchen. Family owned and operated since 1992, we bring Texarkana the freshest flavors this side of the border. We use only the highest quality ingredients with fresh vegetables chopped daily. Our salsa is made from scratch with steam-peeled Roma tomatoes for a taste that explodes with flavor. We don't settle for anything less than USDA All-American meats, like our signature skirt steak fajitas. Every dish is made with love, from our kitchen to your table. Make Tamales your go-to spot for Taco Tuesdays, Enchilada Wednesdays, or any day you're craving a taste of home. Tamales Mexican Kitchen. Real, fresh Tex-Mex, tastes like home.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. 4:29 remaining in the first half. Sunnyvale uses their final timeout of the first half just to try to slow down this Hawk offense that was using tempo and driving. This drive started at the Hawk 18-yard line. Now mostly off of two complete passes to Harris, and then a few good runs by Nick Bales were all the way down on the 20. Trying to connect with Harris again in the corner of the end zone, out of bounds. Just led the ball carrier too far out of bounds, and the Hawks won a penalty. I think if the ball had been a little bit more inside the end zone, Jay, but I think even if that one was caught, it would have been out of bounds. No call on the play, second down and 10 from the 20. Halter with 2 to the right side, 1 left. Hands off to Nick Bales. Nick Bales cuts it upfield at the hashes. Nick Bales keeps his feet driving, and he'll be down near the 12. It'll bring up third down and a long 2. Quickly back to the line now is Halter. Bales again. Bales runs into a defender. He's going to be about half a yard shy of the first down. It's 4th and 1. Hawks again. Quickly to the line. Bales trying to follow his tacklers. Breaks off of a tackle. Bales is going to have enough for the first down. He needed the 10. He got it to the 8. First and goal, Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, Julian Toby came from his left side and pulled and allowed Nick Bales to have a good hold to be able to get that first down.
Bales again. There's a little stutter step. Dives down inside the 5. Second down. And goal from just inside the 5. There's a flag on the play. So maybe it's just maybe somebody just a little shaken up, I guess.
That end, we've got a player down.
Is there a flag and a player down?
Yes.
Okay. Can't see about second half of the field right here. So they'll get the flag ironed out while they work on the player who was down on the field as well. Let's see if we can get some clarification here.
At the play, dead ball, personal foul, number 77 offense. The penalty being enforced 15 yards, the end of the run. Pleasant Grove up second down.
I saw that. I was hoping the referee didn't see that.
So a little extracurricular activity, I guess, Jay?
Well, sometimes it just doesn't pay to, maybe say something extra to KJ Greer.
Yeah.
And, I think he had a little issue with what was either said or done. But that does take Pleasant Grove to a long 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal now from the 20. And probably a conversation that they'll have in the halftime locker room. 3 minutes and 41 until half. The Hawks would like to extend this lead, currently up by a score 14-7. Nick Bell still the lone tailback. 2 receivers out to the right side, 1 left. Lance Jackson in at tight end. They fake to Bells. Halter rolling left. He breaks free of a tackle. Jared Halter breaks the tackle at the 5. And he's all the way down near the 2. We talked about seeing that quarterback run. They call it that time. And Halter a shoelace away from a score. And it'll be 3rd and goal from the 2.
Yeah, Garen James was the only one that stopped Halter from scoring there.
Bells gets it. Bells, touchdown, Hawks.
Got to see some lighted festivities there after the Pleasant Grove score.
Now we wait on the Silas Yowell extra point. His kick is up. It is good. 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the first half. Hawks lead it 21-7. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Tired of the annual hassle of hanging holiday lights? Forget those struggles and invest in the convenience and year-round beauty of Gemstone Lights. Permanent architectural and holiday lighting that you control. With Gemstone Lights, access over 1,000 pre-built patterns for festivities throughout the year. Easily alter them through our user-friendly app. Experience the magic of Gemstone Lights today. Available through Livewire Electrical Services, Texarkana's authorized Gemstone Lights dealer.
All right, folks, welcome back. The Hawks with it teed up once again. James Solomon set to kick after the Nick Bell's touchdown run. This one sends the return man all the way back to the 5-yard line. And he meets Buck Anderson inside the 15. Drew Gardner on the short return.
No, Buck Anderson using his speed there, and, he came off the field a little bit earlier, and whatever was ailing him then is not ailing him now. Definitely want to give Jace Elrod a shout-out. That last snap was a little high for Yao, and he was able to get that down, and Yao able to still get that through the uprights for that extra point to keep that to a 14-point lead for Pleasant Grove.
So 1st and 10, Sunnyvale from the 15. 2 to the right side, 1 to the left side. And somebody moved a little early. They're trying to get the Hawks to jump. And instead, the hard count from Maupin gets the left side of the Sunnyvale line to jump. So it'll be 1st down and 15 to go.
Yeah, Jace Elrod showing a lot of pressure there and causing a sense of urgency by that left side of Sunnyvale to make some adjustments. And that's got to be tough with Jace Elrod showing that much pressure, knowing that the defensive end is Lance Jackson, because it's not like you can chip off and take care of Elrod.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Maupin wants to throw, has a man in his face. He completes it underneath the number 21, Jaden Cross, but he is quite literally planted in the turf.
Yeah, Landon West with authority drives him to the turf. Very short gain, if anything at all.
2nd down now. It actually should be 3rd down, I think. No? That's because of the penalty. Second and 15 to go. Everybody in tight. Oh, and once again, Time a receiver got moving just a little bit early. That was Gardner. Tried to get into his route.
False start, offense number 1. Penalty been forced 5 yards from the previous spot, remains second down.
So they'll back him up to the 5.
With the pressure that BJ has been providing so far tonight, and he's got a new partner in crime, Jamie King. You just got to wonder if they're fixing to just peel their ears back and go straight at Maupin.
They'll try to spread the Hawks out as much as they can. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right side. Maupin firing down the field, and he just completely overthrows everybody. Incomplete, and that was just a throw it up and hope kind of play there. And it'll bring third down.
Yeah, Dillabaugh was not even near having his head turned around enough to try to locate that ball. But Jamarian Richardson on the coverage.
3rd and 20 from the 5 with 2 minutes left. The Hawks still have a timeout. Defense can get off the field here and give the Hawks a chance. Maupin's hit in the end zone as he throws incomplete, but that time I think maybe B.J. Rochelle got started a little bit early.
Offsides, the defense, number 36.
And as quick as he got through the line, I'm not sure if that whistle shouldn't have already been blown just for the safety of the players.
Yeah, he was kind of on his way. Maybe that'll at least live rent-free in Maupin's head. It'll make it 3rd down and 15, but it does give Sunnyvale another shot here. 2 to each side. That time Lance Jackson starts to move, but
offsides, defense number 5. Penalty being forced 5 yards in the previous spot. Sunnyvale still has 3rd down.
So the left tackle did move over there, but I think they'll say Jackson caused him to. So it'll be 3rd down and 10, so the Raiders have picked up 10 yards on 2 Hawk penalties. They've shortened the yard to gain. Maupin wants to throw, rolls to his left, being pursued, and he will not get away from Lance Jackson this time. They'll say that he was down. The ball came out, but he was down. The Hawks will stop the clock. We'll stay here with them. 1:38 remaining, and it'll be 4th down and 16. And Lance Jackson that time, Jay, was not going to be content just to run into the quarterback in the backfield.
No, and he definitely wrapped up on that one. It was not going to be just a hit. And so that little rugby-style punt is probably not going to work this deep into the field. And B.J. Rochelle already has 1 block punt this season. And he's been quick on the timing of the snap.
So we will see. Yeah, it's been interesting a couple of times on that punt already.
Definitely want to give a shout out to all of our many sponsors that we have to be able to bring us this stream each night. And for those of you that are watching, share with us where you're watching it from. Glad to have you on board tonight as Pleasant Grove is leading here 21-7, 1:48 left in this first half.
4th and 21. It is a straight high punt. Hawks trying to get away from it. It'll bounce at the 40. And it'll be down at the 49-yard line. And so Pleasant Grove forces a punt. And we'll have 134 to try to go 49 yards.
Once again, Pleasant Grove defense is just being a little stingy tonight with yards against this Sunnyvale team. And just continues to look great, providing lots of pressure on Maupin. And based on stats and what I was able to view going into this game, we knew that they were going to be somewhat one-dimensional and definitely going to have to rely a lot on his arm. But the defensive backs doing their job. But it's being made easy by that defensive line. See what Jared Halter can come out with. 1:34 left in this half.
Halter Has Ritchie in motion. Roland Ritchie gets it on the carry around the left side. Ritchie breaks a tackle at the 40. He'll be brought down from behind at the 34-yard line. It'll be more than enough to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10. The Hawks have scored twice through the air on Halter to Lance Jackson passes. They scored on a 3-yard Nick Bell's run, and now we're back on offense again. This one a pass to Lance Jackson. Breaks a tackle at the 25. Easy for me to say.
Right, he stepped through the tackle of Klein Becker, but just not able to keep his footing, but enough for the first down.
Quickly back to the line now from the 22. Halter gets the snap. Nick Bells, nope, ball bounces on the ground. Halter, good heads-up play just to eat that one. You don't want to risk doing something crazy with a ball. And it's going to be a loss of about 6 on the play. 2nd down now for the Hawks. Jarrett wants to throw. Now he's going to keep it with his feet. The Raiders do a good job that time of converging around him. They'll bring him down right near the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 13 to go with 35 seconds remaining in the first half. They spread them out now. 3 to the right side. Spencer Browning by himself to the left. They want to go to Browning. Firing. Caught. Spencer Browning at the 14. Keeps his feet driving down near the 12. You see him protecting that ball. 23 seconds. Temporarily stopped to get them moving.
Coach Gibson decides to save that timeout.
Trying to get the chains set. And what are we doing here? Yeah, it's 1st down. They stopped the clock temporarily to move the chains. And now they roll it. Halter wants to throw toward the end zone. Incomplete. And now we're going to have a pass interference. Camden Harris turned around trying to find the ball. That one I think he probably would have had a chance at. And he got roughed up out there by number 6, Garen James. Ball will be placed at the 2, 1st and goal because the foul occurred in the end zone. 14 seconds on the play clock. Halter and company back now, and it's rolling. Wants to throw. Throws across the middle. Caught. Touchdown. It's the man they call Bam, Camden Harris.
Yeah, Jarrett Halter does a great job. Nick Bales was covered out in the flat, and Camden Harris able to come across the field on a little drag route that was delayed. And phenomenal hands there, able to bring that in for his 2nd TD for these Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Wait on the kick from Silas Yowell. It is up, and it is good. 5 seconds left in the first half. We'll take our last time out of the first half. Want you to appreciate these sponsors. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Diamond Bank walks with its customers through every step of life, side by side. From the first checking account in high school to the first home or business loan, Diamond Bank is committed to helping you with all of your financial needs. Diamond Bank's growth is the result of the growth of our customers, and we want to help you feel that same growth. We are proud to have the ability to give back to our local school districts, community organizations, veterans, customers, and more in a multitude of ways. Come discover the Diamond Bank difference with local people making local decisions for our local community. Stop by our current location in Texarkana at 5714 Richmond Road or visit us online at www.diamond.bank to see our products and services. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, folks, welcome back. Little squib kick from the Hawks. Fielded by one of the up men from Sunnyvale. There's 3 seconds left, no timeouts. And so the Raiders will have a less-ditch effort here. They will get the ball back to start the second half, Jay. Pleasant Grove leading at 28-7 as we get ready to head to halftime. Do want to remind you, we will bring you the entirety of halftime right here on Texarkana Game Day. We'll start with Sunnyvale. And then we will have the Pleasant Grove Showstoppers and your Pleasant Grove Pride in Motion Band getting ready for their contest tomorrow. So we hope that you will stick around and join us at halftime and watch these incredible young men and women and the work that they put in each and every week. Sunnyvale has 3 seconds here. We're at the minus 47. They added a second, and we got 4 seconds now.
So Foster, Rochelle, and Jackson looking to put pressure.
It's a little quick out to Gardner. Gardner will get a first down, but nothing else. And so we're going to go to half. Your score at the half, Pleasant Grove 28, Sunnyvale 7. We'll come back, and we'll bring you halftime. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Shout out to Rowdy the Raiders, your Sunnyvale varsity cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, the sound of Sunnyvale welcomes you to its spectacular halftime performance of Against All Odds, sponsored by Hope Coffee and Dallas Avionics. The sound of Sunnyvale Raider Pride Marching Band is excited to perform their 2024 production, Against All Odds, featuring original music by Dennis Enos, an Adagio and Transfiguration of Final Fantasy by Elliot Goldenthal, percussion arrangements by Michael Nation and Riley Warren. Sit back and enjoy Against All Odds as the Sunnyvale Raider Pride Band takes the field. The leadership team would like you to put your hands together for our Member of the Week, Jack Odom. Percussion Member of the Week, Tread Shovik. And our Color Guard Member of the Week, Abigail Phillip. The Section of the Week, the Sousaphones. And now, ladies and gentlemen, setting the Raiders' standard of excellence, senior drum majors Aiden Biggins and Andrew Maresca, color guard captains Vanessa Solis and Casey Alonso. Drum majors, you may begin your performance when ready. will join Pleasant Grove Showstopper. The Showstoppers would like to thank their magnificent double sponsors, Jordan Law Firm, Mayo Manufacturing, Olive Tree Counseling, Pool Painting, and Red River Credit Union. Your 2024-2025 officers are Junior Lieutenant Sophie Douglas, Junior Lieutenant Taylor Harding Black, Senior Captain Amy Womack. The showstopper of the week is sophomore Hava Eldridge. The Showstoppers have a dazzling cumulative 3.86 GPA and are under the direction of Jessica Bolton. Tonight, they perform their newest kick routine, hand clap. The Pleasant Grove Independent School District proudly presents for your continuing halftime entertainment, the award-winning Pleasant Grove High School Band. Tonight, the band is joined by our PGMS 7th and 8th grade band. Standing almost 200 members strong, please enjoy the future of the PG band. They will be highlighting our color guard and will be performing Blinding Lights. for our 7th and 8th grade Pleasant Grove Middle School band. Great job, band, and great job, color guard.
I'm one of the drum majors of the Pride and Motion Band. I just wanted to take a second to all formally invite you to come to the Pleasant Grove Marching Invitation we're holding this Saturday. The PG Band will be performing at 10:30 with our show called Nostalgia about the past of Texarkana, and we'd all love to see you out there and have your support.
The Pleasant Grove Band is led on the field by drum major senior Deanna Dyer and junior Eden Venable. Color guard captain is junior Auburn Franklin. Tonight, the band will be performing their 2024 competition show, Nostalgic. the direction of Jay Sutton, assisted by Devin Sykes, Jody Digby, Anna Sutton, Kevin Sutton, Tia Davenport, Don Coughlin, Austin Head, and Cannon Porterfield. Soprano saxophone soloist in tonight's performance is sophomore Gabriel Alaman. Flute trio is Emily Hobbs, Addison Fry, and Addison Kinney. Trombone quartet is Luke Williams, Owen Praza, Jackson Teague, and Scarlett Bailey. This week's section of the week is the trumpets. Veterans of the week are Eden Venable and Corbin Gibson. And new members of the week are Isley Slipper and Gabby Dalton. And we'd like to thank the Pleasant Grove Band Booster Club, School Board Administration, and for their continued support. Thank you so much. Join us tomorrow right here for the Pleasant Grove Marching Invitational at 10:30 a.m. Thank you, and go Hawks!
All right, folks. Outstanding performances by all of the students at halftime, and we are ready to get back out here in the second half. Pleasant Grove leading at 28-7, Jay. We did it a variety of ways, but 3 touchdown passes from Jared Halter. A 20-yard pass to Lance Jackson, a 74-yard pass to Lance Jackson, and a 2-yard touchdown pass to Camden Harris, and then a 3-yard run by Nick Bales accounts for the 28 points for the Hawks in the first half. Sunnyvale did have a 30-yard touchdown pass from Kaysen Maupin to Owen DeLaba, and that is how the first half went. And really, Jay, we talked about it, that defensive front for Pleasant Grove has really just sort of driven Kaysen Maupin crazy all game long.
Well, in going into this week on the Thursday show, I shared that I thought that this would be a 21-point game, but I did not just think that the defense was going to take over like they have.
Yeah.
And I really think that that has been the difference for me for sure. The offense, has had a couple of, sputters out there, but overall seeing a lot of great things on the passing side of the ball.
So Sunnyvale set to receive. High end over end kick from James Solomon, fielded at the 11-yard line by the return man for the Raiders, and he's going to get up to the 20 before he is bottled up by just a whole host of folks out there in black and gold. Drew Gardner on that return for Sunnyvale. We'll give him up to the 22-yard line, and so that's where they will take over. 1st and 10. Palmer Gibbs, sophomore, out there on the Hawk special teams, getting credit with that tackle there.
Yeah, number 25, sophomore, also involved there. See what Sunnyvale has to answer coming out of the second half.
2 receivers left side, 1 to the right side for Maupin. Hands it off to the tailback, trying to bounce it out left. Hawks are going to continue to string him out. He is going to pick up maybe 4 yards on that play. Just kept trying to turn north and south and didn't have anywhere to go, and was met at the point of attack each time by a Hawk defender. It'll be 2nd down and 6 now.
Yeah, Lance Jackson actually came from the other end position to be able to force him out of bounds there.
2 receivers split to each side. Maupin from the shotgun with a single back to his left. Jace Elrod showing pressure from the left side. And they go with the run again. And so Sunnyvale, who you talked about it in the pregame, was expected to be pass heavy. They have been, but now they come out with 2 runs in a row here to start the second half. Can be one of 2 things, Jay. Either they saw something they're adjusting to and they think they can run it, or they figure running the clock's the quickest way to get on the bus and head it back home. Maupin wants to throw, trying to connect down the sideline, incomplete, just overthrows his receiver, Jamarian Richardson, in coverage over there. I think that was Jay Rich. Nope, that's Baltimore. That's Baltimore.
And he actually stumbled just a little bit, so had that ball been there, I think that would have been ugly for this opening series.
Kind of made you a little nervous there. Hudson Leonard was streaking down the sideline over there, and that could have certainly given a jolt to the folks over in blue on the opposite side of the stadium. One receiver split to each side, and now, it's a punt. And this one is a line drive, but takes an incredible roll and will roll inside the 25-yard line down to the 24. So that's where the Hawks will take over 1st and 10. So that Hawk defense continues where they started. A couple of runs that really didn't net anything, then an incomplete pass, and that was all it took for the first Sunnyvale drive of the second half.
Yeah, a little adjustment there on that punt return for Pleasant Grove. Jace Elrod on that outside showing quick pressure, and that required that rugby-style kick to pull up a little sooner than he wanted to. And I'm glad that didn't hit someone right in the face mask, as low as that was.
The line drive there. 2 to the left side, 1 to the right side for Jace Elrod. Now he has Roland Ritchie in motion. They give it to Ritchie. He had to back up. After he got that, there was a defender in the backfield. He did a good job to kind of turn that thing north and south and pick up 4 yards on the play. But he ran backwards for a couple of yards before he was able to turn the corner.
Yeah, Drew Gardner came up and forced him back into the middle, and he got bottled up there, but not before getting a few yards out of that.
Spencer Browning and Landon West are out here on the left. They fake the handoff. They try to get it to West, and big number 54 got a paw up there. That's Ethan Samuel. He is a senior defensive lineman.
And that's actually a 64, so that's Nathan Davies, who had the ball hit him basically right in the hands. And you typically don't have defensive linemen with good paws to bring a ball in. So.
No, so fortunately he was held true to that. 3rd and long now for the Hawks. Halter gets a low snap here, wants to throw. Spencer Browning trying to come back forward, incomplete. Looks like he lost his footing just a little bit. Halter may have short-armed it a little bit as well. That combination put it about a yard shy of Browning being able to get to it. He would have been short of the first down anyway, and so we will trade punts to start the 3rd quarter here. We're just under 10 minutes remaining in the 3rd stanza.
Yeah, Sunnyvale coming out with a few halftime adjustments for themselves.
Ooh. And this ball is bobbled. Landon West picks it up, though, and he's going to have a first down. Landon West gets up across the 40, and what an incredible heads-up play by the senior. He plays halfback. He's got good hands. He's got good feet. Plays linebacker as well. And, man, Landon West turned potential disaster into a first down. And I'm going to have to erase what I already wrote on my notepad here. It did not end in a punt.
He may show that run to his coaches next week and just say, hey, if you need somebody else to tote the rock in the backfield, maybe you could pick me.
He certainly did a good job with it that time. 2 to the right side, 1 to the left side. Now Brody Watts is in at tailback. He gets the call on this one. Tries to come left, and he just jumped on from behind. A little rodeo move there by Alaric Brown. Watts able to manage a yard on that play, 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, Brody did not have a chance to do much of an athletic move once he received the ball.
Yeah.
Brown back there quickly.
Somebody right in his face. Brody Watts on the carry again, trying to come left. And again, wrapped up by Alaric Brown. Right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down.
Yeah, Brody's going to tell Jarrett to run it to the other side.
Yeah. That or put a chip in there on that guy so that he can't get back there in the middle of it. Third down and 9 now from the 44. They spread them out, 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left side. Jackson in the slot to the right. Halter wants to throw, trying to get it down the field, and it's incomplete. And, man, he had a guy streaking down the field. Camden Harris had nobody near him. Halter just couldn't see him, tried to get it toward the sideline, incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 9. That's one that they'll all go back and look at on film and wish they had a do-over on.
And Jarrett had the time there. Brody Watts there going out with him to provide an extra blocker.
So the Hawks were able to get this punt off, but there's a flag for a false start. Somebody on the Hawks got moving just a little bit too early. And so we'll back it up 5 yards and try it again. This will be Landon West's 3rd punt on this drive.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove offense coming out a little rusty at a halftime.
So West will be punting from near zone 27. High spiraling kick, calls for a fair catch. Cash Hamilton comes over and will set Sunnyvale up on their own 27.
Four minutes gone by in this second half, and really haven't accomplished much.
So a couple of punts traded back and forth. The Hawks did get a first down on a punt play that Landon West was able to scoop up. So now the Raiders back with it. Maupin and company, 2 receivers to each side. Singleback joins him in the backfield. Little hard count ball comes out to the side, and he just is able to fall on it. Unfortunately for him, it just fell close to where he was. Maybe just a little bit of a miscommunication between him and his center.
Yeah, B.J. Rochelle going to be fortunate enough to be the nearest Hawk there to touch him down.
Sunnyvale's tried this hard count quite a few times. They got the Hawks with it once. They got the Raiders with it about 4 times. Everybody in tight. Maupin wants to throw, drops back, fires across the middle of the formation. It's complete to number 2, McDill. He's been their most popular receiver this evening. Buck Anderson rides him down. He gets inside the original sticks now. It'll be 3rd down and 7 to go. Quickly back to the line. Maupin drops back, fires it out to the left. And the receiver does a good job of breaking the tackle. Took a while for the whistle to blow. That's Cash Hamilton. And a stiff arm at the end of the play to keep himself going forward. Patton makes the tackle for the Hawks, but not until it moves the sticks, and the Raiders back to the line again. 3 to the right side, 1 to the left side, single back if they try to use tempo against this Hawk defense. Again with the hard count, trying to see if they can get the Hawks to jump. This one fired left, and boy, big Lance Jackson jumped up in the middle of that, and not sure the quarterback could even see his receiver over there. He was trying to connect with Leonard, but Jackson sort of obscured the left side of the field over there, Jay.
Yeah, I'm not sure how large that window was, but Landon shut it real quick.
3 to the right side, 1 to the left side. Incomplete. Maupin was under pressure. He tried to connect with Jaden Cross, and Cross just unable to pull that one in. And it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, he was thinking about extra yards and did not see that ball into his hands. Terrell Patton making a chase. I don't think he would have gotten the first down, but he was definitely thinking about what was going to come after the catch on that play.
3rd down and long now for the Raiders. The Hawks showing pressure from both sides. And they sent it. Maybe somebody got coming a little bit early. Well, Buck Anderson had Maupin in his sights. A false start for the Raiders, and boy, there were Hawks coming toward the line from everywhere. I think it might have made the boys in white just a little bit nervous, and so one of the linemen got moving a little bit early. Honestly, the 5-yard false start penalty may have been better than what was about to happen on the play.
Well, I counted 6, and there was probably 7 on the way to give Maupin a little encouragement to throw that ball quicker.
3rd and 15. Maupin wants to throw. Throws across the middle. It's caught by Cross. Cross breaks a tackle. He'll have the first down. Gets it into Hawk territory. Down inside the 50 to the 47.
Yeah, if Cross had his shirt tucked in that time, he may have been able to elude that tackle.
Back to the line now. 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Throw caught again. And, boy, the Hawks have been in Maupin's face, and he's done a good job to quickly get the ball out. That time he's able to connect with Leonard on the little crossing route, and it's enough to move the sticks again. And so Sunnyvale with a little momentum going here using tempo. Empty backfield now. Maupin looks left, fires, caught, Leonard. Hawks now giving just a little bit of cushion. They don't want to let the receiver behind him, but gave him enough room to catch it. Be a pickup of 7, 2nd down and 3 to go, down to the Hawk 31-yard line.
Yeah, good open field tackle there by Jay Rich.
Now Cross moves back into the backfield. He goes out into the flat. Maupin is hit as he throws, and he's just going to throw this one out of bounds. He had B.J. Rochelle and Lance Jackson converge on him at the same time, and he threw that one up near the 2nd row of the stands. And it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, this has been a situation where Pleasant Grove has definitely dialed up just a little bit extra pressure. Looks like Buck Anderson is taking an extra step to the line.
Maupin left again, caught again, 1st down again. This time to Joshua McDill. He gets inside the 25, down near the 23. Just a little pitch and catch. Just taking what the defense will give him. Clock rolling inside of 5:10 now in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, McDill being his favorite receiver.
Maupin toward the end zone, incomplete. The closest man to it was actually Jaden Scales for the Hawks. I think maybe if Scales has got his head around a little bit earlier, he might have had a chance at that one. It was out of bounds, but not too far. And so far, Sunnyvale hasn't been able to connect on that home run strike. They've tried it a few times tonight.
Well, Roland Ritchie did a real good job staying with him on the line and just slowed down Hudson Leonard to be able to approach that ball.
Everybody in tight. Crossing route, Jace Elrod able to bring McDill down immediately after the catch. Just a little 5-yard crossing pattern for the slot receiver. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 to go.
Got B.J. Rochelle and Zion Lewis coming up the middle for Pleasant Grove. See what type of pressure this defense can give Maupin.
Wants to throw. Again, just finds a little soft spot in the zone, and the receivers go out there and wait for it. That was Delava. He's going to be a yard shy. It's 4th down, and the Raiders are going to keep their offense out there on the field. Big 4th down play here for the Hawks inside the 15-yard line. They need the 13. It's about a yard and a half. 2 receivers right side, 1 left. Hand the ball off. And Cross, the tailback, is going to get it with his feet. That's how they started the 3rd quarter. He needed a yard and a half. He got about 2. 1st and 10, Sunnyvale from the 12. They'll trade personnel now, send the fullback back out. You see some of the Hawk faithful in the stands. Maybe a little bit wary as this thing gets down near the end zone. Maybe a little bit discombobulated out there. They still have 14 seconds on the play clock. Maupin wants to throw. Has guys in his face, flushed out of the pocket to the right. Fires toward the end zone. Tipped, incomplete. And what a collision with McDill. The defender for the Hawks. I didn't see who was down there in coverage for Pleasant Grove. It was Jaden Scales came over and put a shot on McDill.
Unfortunate that ball was tipped.
Yeah. Yeah, that a little dangerous there. I thought a Hawk may have a chance at it, but yeah, it was tipped, so it bounced out of bounds. McDill a little bit slow getting back over there. That might have removed just a little bit of the want to there. 3 to the left side, 1 to the right side cross. Now in motion out of the backfield. They get it to him. Ooh, he makes the first man miss. The Hawks read it well. The defender missing on that play, and Cross is going to get it down to the 5, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2.
And that was Landon West that was back there quick, and it looked like he landed on his shoulder.
Yeah, he got up a little bit shaken up at the end of that. Oh! Looks like the fullback, number 34, got moving just a little bit early. That's Chime.
5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
So that's pretty fortunate for the Hawks there. 3rd and short, goes to 3rd and longer now, moves it back to the 10.
And that might even be a little bit of an advantage for Sunnyvale, just because you know that they're going to probably resort to the throwing the ball, and that does give them a few more yards into the end zone to be able to stretch this play out.
Yeah,
because they haven't had that much success running the ball. And this Pleasant Grove defense definitely has tightened up in games past. So you'd expect they'd do the same against this running.
And they got a little confusion trying to get the play in. The coach from Sunnyvale not happy with his quarterback, and so he takes a timeout. It's their second timeout of the half. We're going to take it with them. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn Stevens, General Manager and Marketing Director for Local Habit Coffee Company. Local Habit exists to spark a revival of local communities and the beauty they inherently possess by bringing people together over exceptional third-wave coffee. We then want them to take the joy and good vibes they get from us out into their local town and go make something good happen.
One of our top priorities is providing exceptional customer service. We want to make sure our customers left better than when they came in.
Our customers should walk away thinking about how incredible their coffee was, how nice and genuine their barista was, and how inviting and comforting our space is.
Come by today and enjoy a hot cup of coffee with us.
All right, folks, welcome back. 3rd down and 7. Sunnyvale at the Hawk 10. They take a timeout to talk about it. Maupin with an empty backfield. Drops back to throw. Firing toward the end zone. Incomplete. It just sails out of bounds. Flag that comes in here. And
I'm not sure if that was a catchable ball.
Maybe if it's holding, and that's the only thing. I think maybe if it's defensive holding. Can't be pass interference. That ball was out on the... Yeah. Oh, it looks like they're saying holding against.
Holding on the defense, number 11. Penalties of force after distance to the goal line, includes automatic 1st down.
So they are going to say it's a hold. It's an uncatchable ball. The thing bounced off over there, but I think that doesn't count necessarily on a hold. It'll be half the distance to the goal, but more importantly for Sunnyvale, gives them a fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and goal from the Hawk 5. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 on the right side. Single back is Cross in the backfield. He gets the handoff, trying to go left. Gets past the first guy. Knocked out of bounds near the 3. Buck Anderson had a chance on him. And I tell you, Cross is pretty shifty. That's twice He has eluded two of the more prolific tacklers for the Hawks on this drive. 2nd and goal now from the 3. Cross still at tailback. Everybody else in tight. Moffin carrying around the left. And he is not going to get there. The Hawks do a good job to meet him at the point of attack. B.J. Rochelle was the first guy in there, as well as 59, Zion Lewis. He got to start at nose guard tonight. And the junior Lewis makes his presence known.
Yeah, that tackle was a little high. I'm sure Maupin regrets running in that direction. But good stop there by the Pleasant Grove Hawk defense.
It'll be a loss of 1, back to the 4. It's 3rd and goal from there. He wants to throw again. End zone, incomplete.
Yeah, I believe that was tipped by Lance Jackson, getting those paws up.
Landon West picked it up. Maybe trying to make people think it was an interception, but it wasn't. It'll be 4th and goal now. There we go.
Well, a field goal does them no good, so you got to think that they were going to go for this regardless.
Big 4th down play here for the Hawks. The Raiders with everybody in tight. They want to throw. Tipped. Caught. Touchdown.
Dulaba there with the touchdown reception. Able to eye that in, and I believe that is now going to be his 6th TD of the season, as that is his 2nd of the night.
So he has accounted for all of the scoring so far. Wait on the extra point here. Kick is up and good. 1:14 remaining in the 3rd. Hawks still lead at 28-14 after the Sunnyvale score. We'll take a break, come back with the Hawks on offense. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Texline Card House, where the stakes are high and the cards are hotter than ever. Here at Texline Card House, we deal in excitement, strategy, and unforgettable moments. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-timer, our tables cater to every level of skill and ambition. Join the poker revolution where every hand could be your winning hand. Get in on the action. Come see us at pokeratlas.com for all of our updates and experience the game like never before. Texline Card House is the best little poker house in Texas.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. 1:14 remaining in the 3rd. The Raiders on a 4-yard touchdown reception by Delaba. Now we'll see if they try something different here. Nope, just a deep kick. Bounce into the end zone. And so Pleasant Grove will have it 1st and 10 at our own 25-yard line. So a 3rd quarter. It was a little bit... Sunnyvale has had 2 offensive drives. They punted and then got the touchdown. The Hawks have only had 1 offensive drive in the entire 3rd period.
We've got a couple of scores of interest. Spring Hill is trailing the Grandview Zebras 21-14. Gilmer leads the Brenham Cubs 31-23. North Lamar trails the Quinlan Ford Panthers 38-21.
Jared Halter, it's a low snap, rolls to his left, wants to throw. Now he's going to pull it down. Gets back to the line of scrimmage before he's brought down. Really nowhere to go down the field. Good coverage by Sunnyvale. And now the Raiders have a man slow to get up down there on the field.
Yeah, Sunnyvale did a good job just keeping all the Hawks in front of them.
So you talk about those scores. Of course, this the last pre-district game tonight, and then we will start, like you said, North Lamar, then go to Spring Hill. We'll have Gilmer at home. We'll travel to Pittsburgh, and then we will have senior night here ending against Van the first weekend in November.
Yeah, Van is who beat Sunnyvale last week, and they're actually leading the Brownsboro Bears 35-8. And Texas High is on cruise control in the second half. So at halftime, they were leading 42-0 over Hallsville. And Carthage Bulldogs beating the Jasper Bulldogs by even more at 44-0 in their game at halftime.
So Texas High celebrating homecoming across town with Hallsville making their way here. So if you're out and about in town tomorrow evening, you see a bunch of kiddos dressed up. That's what they're doing. All the restaurants and everything will probably be full of fancy children, Jay.
Right. Well, Eric Brown is up but limping, and he is definitely going to be a huge loss.
No doubt.
If he is out for the remainder of this game. Has been a phenomenal young man playing on the defensive side for them, and has really caused a lot of havoc that middle.
He's been a problem. He leads their team in sacks, and you could tell that by the way that he has played. He kind of reminds you a little bit of B.J. Rochelle, plays that same kind of way, and similar in stature. Not a big, tall guy, but he will certainly be missed for the Raiders out here tonight. He is getting off on his own power, so hopefully it's just maybe something tweaked, and he can get himself some rest over the next couple of weeks and be back in business for them when they get ready to start their own district run. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Hawks, though, after the injury timeout. 2 to the left side, 1 to the right side. Richie in motion. They fake to him. Halter wants to throw. Trying to get it down. Incomplete. There's going to be a flag on the play. Yep. Camden Harris turns around to try to get it, and the defender just wrapped his arms around him.
Penalty being forced 15 yards from the previous
I don't
ball.
think Harris was carrying a wallet, but had he had one, Drew Gardner would have gotten it.
Yep, he got there just a little bit early, and I've just been impressed with Harris to get himself in position. He had adjusted back to that ball and got himself in between the ball and the defender to be able to go up and pull that down. And the defender really just saved some yards by going for the penalty instead of Bam being able to catch that. 2 receivers to each side now. Halter wants to throw. Caught. Spencer Browning. Browning will get it across midfield to the 49-yard line. Oh, they're not going to give him. Okay, it'll be a yard shy. 2nd down and 9. Handoff goes to Brody Watts. Brody Watts is on the move. Brody Watts fires through the hole. Shows a little burst of speed there. Gets it down inside the 40, down to the 37. The Hawks quickly now with tempo back to the line. Watts again with the carry. Watts again with some room in the middle. Brody Watts opening up some places, and big KJ Greer getting an early start on breakfast with a big pancake out there in the middle of that formation. 1st down on the Watts carry. Now he's trying it again. Brody Watts into the middle. Powell will push him down near the 21, and that's the way the 3rd quarter is going to end. Your score at the end of 3, Hawks 28, Raiders 14. We'll come back for the finale, the Hawks on offense. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Tired of the annual hassle of hanging holiday lights? Or the recurring cost of paying someone else to do it? Forget those struggles and invest in the convenience and year-round beauty of Gemstone Lights. Permanent architectural and holiday lighting that you control. With Gemstone Lights, access over 1,000 pre-built patterns for festivities throughout the year. Easily alter them through our user-friendly app. When not in season, Gemstone Lights serve as stunning permanent architectural lighting, bringing a continual majestic touch to your home. Experience the magic of Gemstone Lights today. Available through Livewire Electrical Services, Texarkana's authorized Gemstone Lights dealer.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Hawks leading at 28-14 over the Sunnyvale Raiders. Pleasant Grove in business at the 21-yard line, 2nd down and 6 to go. Jared Halter with 4 wide receivers. Steps up into the pocket. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, number 44 made the play again. We do not have him on the Sunnyvale roster, but I know that's at least the 2nd time that he has made a stop in this game.
2 receivers to each side. Nick Bells was there. Coach Gibson wants to take a timeout and talk to the offense about it. Again, want to remind you, tomorrow you can come out right here at Hawk Stadium beginning at 10:30 in the morning. The Pleasant Grove High School Band will be performing their 2024 show Nostalgic as an exhibition, and then we'll have a contest with great bands from all around the area. And then in the afternoon, the Southern Arkansas University Band making their way down here. Jay, they've got 190 members, and so it is a loud, exciting band, and so you're going to want to see that. So be sure and join us out here tomorrow for that. See the fan cam moving around, just getting a shot of this environment. I'm telling you, if you haven't been out to a Pleasant Grove game this year, make sure you get out here. All the revelry and everything that goes on with it. Such a enjoyable place to watch some football. Roland Ritchie on the zoom sweep around the left side. He was able to tightrope down the sideline all the way inside the 10-yard line down near the 8. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Hawks. Nick Bales, the tailback. That thing looked a little discombobulated at the beginning there. Bales on the carry. Runs into the heart of the defense, gets it down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be 2nd down and goal from there. Hawks again, quickly to the line. Bales again. Nick Bales diving forward. Gets it down to the 1. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Landon West lead blocking. Bales breaks off of one tackle in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back to the 6. And it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, Lance Jackson coming in, Landon West coming off. But Sunnyvale doing a good job there on that 3rd down to keep the momentum going in the Hawks' direction.
So the Hawks have a field goal kicker. We're going to go for it here on 4th and goal from the 6. Bales the tailback. They fake the handoff. Halter rolls to his right, has a man open. Halter dives it in. Touchdown! Hawks! Jarrett Halter does it with his feet.
Yeah, Sunnyvale has the Hawk receivers covered, but Jared Halter takes it on his own and really has to work his way once he got to the 1-yard line and just muscles his way into the end zone to take it to 34-14 over the Raiders with 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining with the extra point on the way.
Silas Yowell's kick is up. It is good. 10:03 in the ballgame. Hawks 35, Raiders 14. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Meet Tony Langford Roofing, your trusted name in roofing solutions. Decades of experience and top-notch service. Passionate about your home safety, we treat every roof like our own. From repairs to full installations, we've got your home covered. Upgrade your roof with our variety of styles and materials. For roofs that last long, choose Tony Langford Roofing. We've got you covered.
All right, folks, welcome back. Waiting on the James Solomon kick after the Jarrett Halter touchdown run. And now we're going to bring Jackson Crow in to kick. So we'll see. A little high Maverick kick, and it will be fielded via the fair catch by number 14, Dylan Gomez. So Jared Halter, a 6-yard touchdown dive as we are just under 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. So now the Hawks lead it by 3 scores with 10 minutes remaining. Sunnyvale starting now from their own 29-yard line. Hand the ball off to Hamilton, Cash Hamilton. Run it out of the backfield a few times tonight. They've thrown it to him as well. He picks up 3 yards on the play, 2nd down and 7.
B.J. Rochelle there with the wrap-up.
So again, using tempo, this ball tipped in the air. Moffitt pulls it down, and he doesn't have anywhere to go. Wisely drops to the field. What would you call that there, Jay?
I'm going to call that a sack by Seth Gunlick is what I'm going to call it.
Seth Gunlick. Bit of a business decision there by Moffin.
So some scoring updates. Longview still trailing 21-14 as far as the Spring Hill Longview Panthers.
Yep.
Gilmer 37-23 over the Cubs. Quinlan Ford 45-29 to the North Lamar Panthers. And Pittsburgh's trailing Dallas Christian 33-12.
Moffin hit as he throws by Keedred Smith. He was trying to connect with Galaba, but it was incomplete, and this Hawk front has put pressure on Moffin all night long, and it will be a quick 3 and out for the Raiders as the drive that started at their 29 went backwards to the 26th, and so the Hawks will send James Solomon back, set to receive just inside his own 35-yard line. Out kick. Solomon jumps up and catches it at the 40. James Solomon. Jay, that's 2 times tonight that young man did something that I think conventional wisdom would say, hey, maybe not that. But both times it's worked out, and he gets the ball into
there's a saying. There's a saying out there. I'm just going to go ahead and say that he's brave.
Yes.
But sometimes there's some lack of thought and then bravery. I'm going to go with bravery there. But
hey, he scooped one up earlier from the shot of his own end zone, got him out a little bit further, and that one.
It's good to be young.
Jumped up and pulled down, and
it's good to be young.
Walker Wright now coming in for the Hawks at quarterback. Get some time in here. 8:40 remaining in this ball game. Southpaw has a man in motion, fakes the handoff, hands it off instead to Brody Watts. Watts get a couple yards on the play before he's bottled up.
Champ Jones with the stop. Gotta love that name.
Hey.
15 tackles and has a fumble recovery for the Raiders.
2nd down and 7 to go now. From the 44. 2 receivers to each side. For Walker Wright. Fakes the handoff, wants to throw, incomplete. This one was whistled dead. Maybe somebody got moving a little bit early. We'll see what the call is. Yep, false start.
5-yard penalty, previous spot. Nice 2nd down.
5-yard penalty. false start for the Hawks, and that will back us up. Second down and 12 up to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Landon Fincher's out there as one of the receivers.
Yep.
Still have Bam Harris out there as an option.
Roland
Ritchie.
Walker wants to throw. Fires left. Caught. It's caught to Landon. Complete to Landon Fincher. Fincher gets it back inside the sticks down to the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 9 to go. Fincher, a sophomore. Playing wide receiver out there. Three receivers on the right side now, one to the left side for Walker Wright on 3rd down and 9. He rolls to his left, wants to throw, and he is going to be brought down from behind, pulled it down to run, might have waited just a little bit too long. Brody Watts stayed back there to help block. Wright ran out of time. It'll be 4th down and 11. And the Hawks will send in the punt team with 6:41 remaining.
Yeah, roll out to the right's a little tough for a left-hander to get his body turned back around to square up to try to find an open Hawk. But that does bring up a punting opportunity for Pleasant Grove here.
Landon West, high spiraling kick. And the return man for the Raiders signals fair catch. That's Drew Gardner. So 6:13 remain in the ball game. The Sunnyvale Raiders have it at their own 23. And we'll see who the Hawks get out here on defense. Marcus Floyd, sophomore, out at linebacker out there. Jalen Foster, Palmer Gibbs, another sophomore out there at safety. Over on the right side of the formation. Lance Jackson, though, still in pursuit of the ball carrier. He runs out of the backfield. That's Cash Hamilton. Runs away from Jackson. Lance heads toward him. Jamie King, another sophomore out there playing defensive tackle. E.J. Rochelle is still out there, though. Jay Rich as well. Often wants to throw. Incomplete. That ball was tipped. Gabriel Baltimore tried to get a hand on it, unable to make the interception, though. And it'll be 3rd down and 5 to go.
Give a quick shout out to the class of '89 came in for this game for their 35th reunion. I get to celebrate my 35th next year.
Next year.
Lord willing.
2 on the right side, 2 on the left side. Now Moffin sends 3 over to the left side. 3rd and 4. He wants to throw. Throws it underneath, incomplete. Trying a little swing pass out of the backfield for Hamilton. Hamilton might have heard footsteps coming on that one. The ball was a little bit ahead of him, but...
Yeah, Jabron Baltimore said, "I wish you would."
Yeah, I think the best opportunity at that time for Hamilton was an incomplete pass. And so it'll be 4th down.
I'm excited to see what Solomon's
that's what
going
I was
to do.
going to say. Now let's see what James Solomon's going to do. He has been a spark, to say the least, here.
Oh, this could be fun. Oh.
Anyway, this one's going to bounce and take a Hawk bounce, though. We'll go all the way to the 45, and so Pleasant Grove will have it again, as now we have traded punts back and forth here in the 4th quarter. 5:39 remaining. See the showstoppers in the Hawk band, got the crowd fired up. Dancing in the stands. They like to see that 21-point lead up there on the board.
I do too, because that's what I called.
Well, how come you haven't? We'll get this camera up here on Jay, folks. We can see if he's dancing up here in the box with us.
A little jiggy jig.
We have a hard time seeing Jay Davis these days. He's been losing lots of weight. Two to the right side, one to the left side. Hand the ball off. This time it is Marcus Floyd, sophomore tailback. He's going to pick up 8 yards on first down. Gets across midfield into Raider territory down to the 47. Walker Wright comes and gets the call from the coaches.
Yeah, Floyd helped his average. It was at 7.3. It's probably at 7.4 right now, that 8-yard run.
Still 2 receivers right side, 1 left. Floyd again on the carry. Breaks off of the first tackle, and Floyd keeps his feet moving. He's going to have enough for the first down, down to the 41-yard line. It'll move the sticks, more importantly. It'll keep that clock rolling.
You know, as a sophomore and a Hawk fan, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Floyd. Tough run after that first point of contact. Keeps those legs pumping.
He's quickly back to the line. Solomon and Harris are the receivers out to the right. Floyd again on the carry. Does a good job to hold on to the ball that time. Number 34, Chime for the Raiders. He brought Floyd down via that football. We'll say for Raider fans, good news for them is Alaric Brown is back out there on the field. Big number 77. We saw him go off earlier with an injury, but he is able to make his way back out there, and that's certainly good news for the defense, for the folks over there across the field.
Yeah, Floyd was very, very patient and stayed behind Jackson Patterson there to get those few extra yards on that last play.
Walker Wright hands the ball off once again to Floyd. I don't know if he was supposed to keep it that time or what. That one was a little scary. Took a while for that connection to happen.
Yep, give me that ball. That's what he's telling Walker Wright.
It does move the sticks, though. It's 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And I'm like you, Jay. We got a bunch of pups out there on the field. You like to see them getting some varsity experience, get some experience out here under these Friday night lights, but more important, able to move around and do some things. Now they get the call out there to Walker. We're inside of 10 seconds now on the play clock. They get it snapped. Walker wants to throw. Trying to connect to Bam Harris. Incomplete. He got one hand out there on it. Kind of jostling back and forth with the cornerback the whole way down there, and just couldn't quite get under that ball. Walker put a decent amount of air under it.
Yeah, not a bad throw. You know, Bam was going to be the only one that was going to have the opportunity to try to catch that.
Walker hands the ball off to Roland Ritchie. Ritchie trying to go left. Has nowhere to go. Reversing field. Coming back to the right. Oh, and just tripped up from behind Roland Ritchie. Working on a highlight play there and just got caught by the shoelaces. No gain on the play. He ran 432 yards, gained 0. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Well, had he kept his feet up, that would have been a phenomenal play for Marcus Floyd, because he had 2 key blocks to free him up to be able to cut that back. Blocked one Sunnyvale player and came off of them and blocked another one, but just tripped up there before he could get that momentum going.
And I tell you, that's something that'll endear yourself to some coaches and some teammates, is when it's not a play called for you, but you hustle out there and put yourself on the line to block and try to make some things going. Hawks are going to call a timeout with 2:42 left. We're going to take this with them, probably the final timeout of the evening. Again, just reminding you, all these ads that you see, this is the reason we're able to bring Texarkana Game to you free of charge each week. Let these folks know how much you appreciate them. They're local, they're in your community, and they help us bring this to you. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts.
All right, folks, we're back. Walker Wright with the snap, and he is going to be bottled up quickly. Just a little bit of miscommunication, I think, up front. Got some different guys out there as well. Desmond Hutchinson.
Yeah, number 34, Chime.
Jackson Patterson in up there. Chime does make the tackle.
The Raiders.
Fourth down and 17. And now Sunnyvale wants to take a timeout. They want to talk about it. We're going to stay here with it, Jay. I guess Sunnyvale says, hey, we got them. We're going to burn them. 2:07 left. Maybe the Hawks were just going to try to let as much time roll down as possible before they called a timeout at the end of that one. So coming out of pre-district here, Jay, if we go back, we open it up with a win. Head over to Paris, losing a 7-0 game. And at the end of that one, after the shutout, the coaches decide, hey, we've got to make some changes, get some stuff flipped around. Come back home versus Dangerfield. Debut a new offense. See some things with it, some wrinkles, some things that we can do. Go down to Kilgore last week, lose in double overtime to a very talented Kilgore team, and come out of that one and go, you know, we might have something here. Now we finish up pre-district tonight. At least for now, the score 35-14, and you got to feel pretty good about where we are as we get ready to head into district. Walker Wright will not have anywhere to go down the field with that one. He'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage on fourth down. So the clock will turn over, the ball will turn over on downs with 1:58 remaining in the ball game. I do think, though, Jay, one thing that we probably thought we had, but now we know we have, is that we've got a defense that's going to make us competitive as we get ready for this next phase.
And I continue to be very, very impressed by this defensive line that has been able to play so well, and it's not just the same four guys. Yeah, they really are able to rotate in a few deep levels. And linebacker plays stout tonight. There's a fumble.
There's a fumble, and they Hawks are on it. So that's some backup guys there on defense, and they're going to get in on this. And Pleasant Grove is going to get a turnover, second turnover of the game. On the second Sunnyvale drive early in the first quarter, Jay Rich had an interception, and now on what is possibly the final Sunnyvale drive, the Hawks get a fumble recovery.
And I think that was Kedrid Smith.
Okay.
And I think Palmer Gibbs may have been who got his paw in there to knock that ball out, unless it was just already coming out by the –
it was number 9, yeah. He was out there in the middle of it, though. That's what I was trying to see. So, yeah, I think probably so. Halter back in at quarterback. They hand it to Roland Ritchie. Roland Ritchie trying to come left. He turns the corner. He'll be pulled down at the 26-yard line. It'll make it second down and 3. The clock rolling inside of 1:30 remaining. Halter rolls left, wants to throw, firing down the field. Caught! Touchdown! Bam! Cameron Harris! Touchdown, Hawks!
Yeah, not necessarily needing to high point that ball, but he does reach up there and reach over the outstretched hands of number 6 for the Raiders, Garen James, who was co-leading interceptions for the Raiders at 2, but Raiders going home tonight with 0 interceptions.
Kick is up. It is good. 1:24 remaining in the ball game. Hawks 42, Raiders 14. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, or BMW, or Cadillac, or Infiniti, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Supercenter. In Texarkana, Mercedes-Benz of Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic Mazda, Classic Pre-Owned, The Classic Car Wash, Greg Orr Marine and RV, Greg Orr Collision, and Classic Chevrolet in Ashdown. Or visit gregorrauto.com.
All right, folks, welcome back. Jackson Crow with the ball teed up for the Hawks at the 40.
I think we only have 10 players out there right now, but
we got the job done. Fair catch by Ben Griffin for the Raiders, and so Sunnyvale will have it back. 1:23 remaining in the ball game after the 30-yard Jarrett Halter to Camden Harris touchdown reception. Extends his Hawk lead to 42-14. And the Raiders will have it at their own 40-yard line.
A lot of fresh faces out there for Pleasant Grove as they face what will probably be the last series of this game.
Colton Librand down there on the line. Jamie King. Looks like number 20 involved in the thing here. Seth Goonlock. He helps on the tackle out there on that play. Jaden Scales coming back in at free safety. Terrell Patton is out there. Palmer Gibbs. Again, important time for these young Hawks to get some experience out there on a Friday night. And, man, they make the most of it. The ball carrier bottled up and stopped immediately right at the line of scrimmage. That was Marcus Floyd.
Yeah, and then Jalen Foster coming off his block does a good job there.
So Floyd came over and ran the ball well on offense, and he's up there from the linebacker position on defense. 3rd down and 8 to go. Hawks showing pressure. There'll be a flag on the play. This is a free play. Moffin running backwards. He's hit as he throws. It goes out of bounds. It didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. There was a flag on the play, though. The Hawks jumped off sides.
Offsides, the defense, 5-yard penalty, replay 3.
So we're going to keep it 3rd down, and this will move Sunnyvale a little bit closer to 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 3. Takes them up to the 47.
And you like to see that pressure that Seth continued to put on Maupin. You know, Maupin had a free play there, and with that pressure, just could not find anybody.
Don't let him
had to throw that into the stands.
Absolutely. 2 receivers to each side. 34 in at tailback. He gets the call for the Raiders. That's Chime. We did talk to the radio guys. And the clock's going to run all the way out, and that's going to do it. That'll be the final play of the game. Your final from here in Pleasant Grove, Hawks 42, Raiders 14. Jay, tonight, Jared Halter with 5 touchdown passes. 2 to Lance Jackson. No, 4 touchdown passes. 2 to Lance Jackson, 2 to Camden Harris. We had a 3-yard touchdown run by Nick Bales, a 4-yard touchdown dive by Jared Halter. So he did account for 5 of the touchdowns. And so, again, good offensive play. You can see some of the highlights rolling up there. And so, overall, how would you grade our pre-district as we get ready to head into the district play.
Well, I think you've got to be pleased with the change from the wing tee to the spread, and about a 10-day turnaround. You go and have probably the most growth I've seen in one game against Kilgore. And, you don't want to chalk up those, we lost, but it was a moral victory or whatever else. And it hurt to lose that one in double overtime. But the offense, I believe, has started to get their identity. And would still like to see a little bit more consistency. Had quite a few, third and outs tonight, and you've got to give Sunnyvale up, some kudos there as well, especially Alaric Brown.
Yeah.
Just a stud there in the middle for Sunnyvale. But you've got to be happy with the offensive production that we are having. And Jarrett Halter, by far, in my opinion, MVP-type effort tonight, leading these Hawks. And just trying to keep the momentum going into next week as we start district play, and gonna have 2 weeks in a row where we travel out of town. For those of you that aren't going to make it to North Lamar and Spring Hill, we'd love to keep you on and watch the game as we stream it. But for those that can make the trip, we would love to see those fans fill the stands up.
Yeah,
and PG typically travels well, and don't just let the fact that we're streaming be an excuse.
Absolutely.
But make that trip to North Lamar, make that trip to Longview, and then be with us when we come back to Gilmer.
Be a big game.
That should be a pretty big matchup, and be very, very telling of probably district champ play.
Yes.
And then Pleasant Grove following that out against Pittsburgh and Van, like you shared earlier.
So, a successful pre-district run. The Hawks are 3-2. We'll be back in 2 weeks as we travel to North Lamar. But again, your final here: Hawks 42, Raiders 14. Hawks get the big win at home. That's going to do it for all of us here for the crew at Texarkana Game Day. Special thanks to Coleman Productions for their help this evening. I'm Matt Fry. That's Jay Davis. Jay, any parting words?
Go Hawks.
God bless. We'll see you in 2 weeks.